Hi, are you wondering how much does it really cost to live just a few blocks from the Naples, Florida beach? I'm going to tell you. I am Chris Alley. I'm a local real estate agent in Naples, Florida since the year 2000, so that's 26 years, and I'm going to show you what has sold in Naples in the past 7 days. I'm going to go as far south as Port Royal and as far north as 111th Street, also known as Immokalee Road. One area that I am not going to include in this is Pelican Bay, because in Pelican Bay, there are not areas where it is close to walk to the beach, although they do have a tram that will take you to their own private beach. So let's really take a look at what you can get 3 blocks from the beach in Naples, Florida, just this past week. We're going to start from the neighborhood of Coquina Sands. All right, let's take a look at this first one. It's sold in Coquina Sands in the neighborhood of 1100 Club. It was originally listed for $588,000 and it sold for $567,000. 940 square foot unfurnished. Let's take a look at some of the fees. The fees on this condo are $13,656 a year, with the taxes being $1,104. Now let's take a look at some of the photos. You can see that this condo is located very close to the beach. Right here is the Gulf. You can just walk right across the street. So you can see currently you do have a view of the Gulf. This is the new Four Seasons hotel that has been built. Here is a view of the outdoor area of this condominium. A shot of the outdoor area that you can see is looking over the outside of Gulf Shore Boulevard. It has a community pool, and once again, just walking distance to the beach right across the street. That one sold for $567,000. Now let's take a look at this one. This one's located in the Moorings and the Madrid Club. It was originally listed for $799,000 and it sold for $650,000. Moorings does have its own private beach. The HOA fees on this condominium is $18,152, with the tax bill being $6,600. So you can see the proximity of this condominium close to the Gulf. Here is a nice night shot. Here is Venetian Village, all lit up at night. And here is the condominium that we are talking about. And look, it's right across the street from the beach. Let's take a look at another one. So here we are. This home was originally listed for $825,000 and it sold for $740,000. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,138 square foot. It was sold unfurnished, and this home is right on the beach. Let's take a look at the fees. So the fees annually in this building is $23,828, and the total tax bill being $4,428. So let's take a look at some of these photos. Here is the view of the beach, magnificent, and the swimming pool right outside. Here's another lovely view of the beach. So let's take a look at another one. All right, this condo was originally listed for $880,000 and it sold for $872,500. It's 2 bedrooms and a den, partially furnished, 1,155 square foot. The fees on this condominium are $17,600, with the tax bill being $5,129. Let's take a look at some of these photos. What an amazing view of the outside, and you can see the Gulf in the back. Here we are again. It's on the Bayside, but look, you can walk to the beach right across the street. What an amazing condo, being so close to the water, being able to walk to the beach. All right, let's take a look at this one. It was 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,448 square foot. It was originally listed for $995,000 and it sold for $925,000. The fees in this building are $19,652 a year, with a tax bill being $6,832. Let's take a look at some of the photos. Here is a lovely view of the water. Again, another lovely view of the water. And here we are on the outdoor area of the home, and you can walk right to the beach from this home, which is right across the street. This home was originally listed for $1.565 million dollars, and it sold for $1.5 million. Dollars. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,565 square feet, located in the Southern Clipper in the Moorings. The fees on this building, $22,892, with the tax bill being $10,125. Let's take a look at some photos. Here is another wonderful view of the Gulf that you can see from your lanai for this home, $1.5 million. Here is another view of the inside where you can see all the living space and you're right on the beach. Again, you're looking at homes that are within 3 blocks of the Naples, Florida beach. So you can be able to walk right to the beach and have your feet in the sand in no time. Let's take a look at some more. This home was listed for $1 million and it sold for $1 million. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 735 square foot, and it was sold turnkey. This was located on 5th Avenue South. And you can see you are just blocks from the beach, which is what you want to be. Now here's a home that sold for $12 million. It was located on 2nd Street South in Old Naples. This home is a custom home, 5,486 square feet, and it sold for $12 million. You can see from here that you would be walking from your custom home and have your feet in the sand and to watch that beautiful sunset on the Naples, Florida beach. And here, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that was originally listed for $1,250,000 and it sold for $1,100,000. 1,770 square feet. And the fees on this home, $24,000 a year for this condominium, and the tax bill, $4,444. Let's take a look at some of the photos. Here is a wonderful view of the living room, being able to look out onto the Gulf. Now this home is located at 25 Bluebill Avenue. This is at Gulf Breeze at Vanderbilt. It was originally listed for $749,000 and it sold for $700,000. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,506 square foot, and it was sold furnished. You can see from the photos here that you can see the water right from your lanai here. And the fees to live in this building, $12,440 a year, with the tax bill being $7,261. Now let's take a look at some of the photos. You can see the Gulf from your lanai here at this condo. There's an outdoor view where you can see how far you are from the water, and here's the beach behind. Here's another one that sold in Gulf Breeze at Vanderbilt. Sold for $700,000. It was originally listed for $799,000. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,495 square feet. And once again, look at the close proximity to the beach. You can be able to walk right from your building right over to here and have your feet in the sand at the Naples, Florida beach. And here we have a lovely condo that sold for $1,420,000. It was originally on the market for $1,499,000. This condo was 1,505 square foot, sold unfurnished, 2 plus a den, 2 bathrooms. This condo is on the Gulf. You can see the water in the distance behind, and this big open area is your living room. Here's another view of being able to see the amazing Gulf. Imagine sitting here every night when you're here in Naples, Florida, and seeing these beautiful sunsets. That's what you can get if you want to be able to walk to the beach 3 blocks or less in Naples, Florida. That's the real estate market update for homes. So what do you think of these homes that sold in Naples, Florida, that you can walk to the beach 3 blocks or less? I'd love to know. People like you contact me each and every day asking me questions about the Naples, Florida real estate market. Again, my name is Chris Alley. I'm a local real estate agent here in Naples for 26 years. Take a look at the description below on how to contact me, and also take a look at the free resources of a buyer's guide and seller's guide in Naples, Florida. Stick around for this next video. I know you're going to love it.